welcome back to my channel. I'm in Washington D.C. right now, where I'm about to go into the Spy Museum and show you some pretty cool spy stuff. I'm looking forward to see what's going to be at the Spy Museum. I'm not sure what exactly to expect, but I think there'll be some pretty cool things that I'm going to show you. There's the Washington Monument on the way to the Spy Museum. I just walked into the Spy Museum and I'm already impressed. I saw this. I thought this was some sort of sea mine at first, because I know in like the Revolutionary War and the Civil War they were using sea mines. But this is a submarine called the Turtle that was used during the Revolutionary War.
Very early in the
You see there's the propeller.
had found in a number of things we read about that there was
Here's a smaller version.
And we looked at libraries all the way down Eastern Seaboard. We came to the conclusion that there was not a drawing.
This must be to like steer the submarine. Here was a photo of some people trying to build a replica. This is what it looks like inside of it, with a person steering the vessel. It says 20 minutes of air is all you get. Very impressive, especially for its time. Here's a pretty cool camera that the Soviets used to take long-range photos over very far distances. I thought this was some sort of weapon at first, but the stock is to keep the camera as steady as possible while taking long-range photos. Pretty cool. Here's a bug detector that was used by the KGB to detect secret microphones and where they might be hidden. It was made by Vladimir Eleskinko. Looks like someone had their shoe bugged. And here's like a special hidden tree stump with a microphone in it. And this one I thought was really cool. This was given as a gift by some Soviet children. And imagine some children giving this to you saying they made it. You would definitely accept it. But it was bugged with microphones and stuff. Here it talks about hydrogen-filled surveillance balloons that were used during the Civil War. It says it fits a crew of 1 to 2 men. Speeds depend on the wind, and it could reach an altitude of 5,000 feet. It also says you can see 50 miles away in any direction. Here's a model Pigeon that would have been used in World War I with a camera strapped to it. Here's a picture of what it looked like. So how it worked is, as the Pigeon would flap its wings, it would take multiple pictures over the enemy bases and trenches to give an advantage to the Allies. Here's a mini Dragonfly drone that was built by the Soviets. It said it couldn't be remote controlled or fit a camera in it because at the time they didn't have equipment small enough, but now they could definitely fit cameras in that. Here's a cute little spy helicopter called the Black Hornet. It says it's used by military forces around the world, and I guess it would have been controlled by a joystick like this. That's pretty cool. some of the spy weapons. The two that really stood out to me were this CO2 powered dart gun. It says it is lethal up to 100 yards, and only 15 were ever made, so this is very rare, but it looks very homemade. And of course, the glove gun. A lot of people know what this is, and this is also a very unique weapon that was used by punching whoever you wanted to shoot, and then as you would push on this little pressure plate as you punch them, it will fire around through this barrel and kill them. Pretty cool weapons. Here's a section dedicated to ninjas. There's these really cool throwing stars. And what I found really interesting, there's these really tiny flintlock pistols that ninjas would have used in the 18th century. These are probably the smallest flintlock pistols I've ever seen. I went through everything just now, but there's one more thing at this museum that I find very unique. It's this inflatable tank. You can see dummy tanks were actually used during World War II. They were used to make the Germans think that the Allies might be attacking from one direction when they're really attacking from another direction, or to make the army seem a lot larger than it really was. So that's something that is very interesting. It also might be something that could be done to make the Germans airstrike the fake tanks, and they also did this with planes, so that they could waste effort that they could have spent attacking real planes, but instead they used it to attack fake dummy planes and tanks. So that's something very unique. And from the air, you would not have been able to tell that those are fake tanks. I just got back from the Spy Museum, and I also got to go to the Arlington Cemetery today, so I'll be posting some pretty cool footage from there too. Anyways, thanks for watching. I've been enjoying my time in DC. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.